Alright, it's time for a Cho'Gath game. This is gold ranked. Dust, solo queue. Which one? Yay! So let's see. I don't actually have any runes yet still. What should do? So attack damage red, armor yellow, magic resistance blues. I don't think they're scaling. They haven't been scaling. I've been getting it wrong. And attack damage grids. My masteries, I believe, were 0, 21, 9. So, as you can see, or you will be able to see, Annie never spawned, so the enemy team decided to take advantage of it because they know she's going to spawn in the loading screen, and thus they're trying to invade. However, they suck so much ass at it, they get chunked down. Then they sort of try again. He smites early, I managed to steal it. I use my flash to run away, and they get nothing. Though they killed Nidalee, because Nidalee and Orianna were like at a sliver of health, and they try to kill each other. Anyways, okay, I go back, get my red, and then after that, I'm going to do a little bit of the laning and the jungle thing. I just want to secure the buff so Jarvan couldn't get him, and maybe I could gank somebody. So I grab them, go top to see maybe we can get an easy little gank on Malphite, and then I'll go mid lane. Plus, mid lane got pushed out, so there was no point. So I managed to get his flash at least, and then I just pound on this tower as much as I can, and then steal some farm, because I need this farm. What I figure I would have to do in order to recover from this 4v5 is that I'm going to have to do something I did in the Olaf game some long time ago. It's where you lane and you jungle. All you do is push out the jungle and hopefully maybe kill somebody. You push out the lane, then you go back in jungle. Do this over and over. So I just kind of auto-attack everything relentlessly. Just take this, grind it down as fast as you can. And who could you ask better to do this with than Cho'Gath? Somebody who's ridiculously sustained and can make great use of early gold. Of course, he never bothered to clear these lizards. So Jarvan apparently wanted to tower dive him, so I go around and loop and see if he's there. They don't have any wards down bottom, so instead of going back to farm mid, I just go down bottom. We kill Zyra easily, then we focus on what's his face, Corki. He gets obliterated. He almost dies, but then in comes Jarvan for whatever reason and tries to gank. He's still trying to gank, and he chases after Nidalee, which allows me in Misfortune to pick off Corki because he had no mana, which CC'd him, and he died. By I CC'd him. Then we catch Jarvan and kill him too. So this bottom lane shenanigans cost us mid lane, but we destroyed 3 of them and got a massive lead. Now I have Spirit of the Ancient Golem, quite before 9 minutes, which is really cool. I get red, I push out mid. Like, this Orianna is the type of mid laner that pisses me off, or type of player that pisses me off. They overestimate their chances. She's acting aggressive against me as if she thinks that, I wouldn't be able to dominate her. So she tried going in on me, harassing me, and then I just destroy her. So she's not respecting Cho'Gath threat level, my little level of threat. Anyways, Malphite kills Jax. That means I get to steal his farm. I have felling some of the last hits, which makes me sad inside considering how much farm is open to me. Still, we catch Malphite. I use Q, knock his ass up, and I should have probably screamed in his face. But right now he flashes away. We go after him. I hit him with another upshirt. Jarvan comes in. I flash out because it's not a good idea to fight in there because I don't know where the fuck Orianna is. And I thought, oh man, Orianna must be here. Well, there she is. That said, Jax should have jumped to me. He didn't bother jumping to me. He was stupid. He's going to be dumb most of this game. You'll see. There's a lot of stupid things that are going on in this game. In fact, the enemy team, they're still laning. They have a clear 4v5 advantage. What they should have done is farm to level 6, at least Orianna and Malphite, and then started pushing. There was nothing my team could have done because if we try to stop them, we just get fucking destroyed by their initiation. They should have pushed early. But no, they're kind of just farming. They're kind of not doing anything. And because of that, it allows their jungle to be relatively useless considering my lanes are supposed to be safe and there's no real mid lane. The Orianna isn't bothering to roam. And it's allowing us to free farm and perhaps get a gold advantage considering how much farm is going to us instead of, to a 5th person. The gold is on their side, but only because they have an extra champion. My team would have had more gold. And now the fact that we actually killed some of them, it pretty much keeps things as even as it could be with a 4v5. I'm buying Glacial Shroud. Cooldown reduction will help me because, I have to become a CC bot. And technically, Cho'Gath's damage scales early with cooldown reduction more than anything else because the face values are pretty fucking good. And plus, you want to get your ultimate up as much as possible so it can help you farm and everything. So they engage down bottom. Jarvan survives with a sliver of health, but they're engaging ridiculously hard. They're like the Nidalee's, chasing them one way, Jax is chasing them another way. Misfortune comes in. Jax dies. I don't hit my stream on anybody because I thought the Orianna was still in there when I activated it. However, we catch 2 people, kill the Orianna, and devour the Malphite. We trade 2 for 2. As it's for us, it doesn't matter. We need to just grab as much gold as possible and hopefully redirect it to either me or the Misfortune. As you can see, Misfortune has a lot of gold, and her ultimate alone will destroy everybody. Well, this gives us a free dragon thanks to the fact that I have a smite and a super smite. So Glacial Shroud knock Malphite's ass away. The Nidalee won't exactly be what the most carry thing, but the whole poking factor and the unkillability thing is going to help us not lose this game. We have champions, 2 champions that are very hard to kill. Nidalee, because, she's fucking slippery and annoying as fuck. And Jax, who will probably kill somebody if they try to fight him. Though Malphite counters Jax really hard, and in any fight that Malphite gets on top of him... well, look at this, okay. Jarvan goes in, he eats a full rupture from me because he just pretty much trapped his team, and he trapped his team to take a full brunt of a Misfortune ultimate. Then they tower dive, and 2 of them die just to the fucking tower. Corki gets picked off by the Nidalee that shows up, or the Misfortune. Oh no, the Misfortune, yeah. And Orianna escapes after having used both her summoner spells. So that was a stupid fucking turret dive by them. They're getting too reckless. They, again, are not respecting what these characters can do. In my case, I can lay out so much crowd control. Especially the fact that I have a lot of cooldown reduction early. Now I have 40% cooldown reduction. My Sheik is basically spammable. Now I can miss a rupture and it won't really matter too much. Except in full-blown teamfights, that is. So, I'm fucking huge. My team is huge. For being a 4v5. The gold is basically even. They are actually losing team fights. As long as I can keep Misfortune alive, we will win them. Jax still has not activated Jax mode, but to be honest, he's not that good of a player. Alright, so they engage on Misfortune, but nothing comes from it. Which is doing a little whole Mexican standoff and preventing pushes. This is what they should have been doing, by the way. They should have been trying to split push as much as possible. My team can't do shit about that, yet they keep grouping up now. Like, if they had grouped up earlier, it would have made sense. But now, since we've gotten big enough, they need to split push and just overwhelm us. We have a 4v5. There's no way we would have been able to stop it. Our manpower will be too split. Hell, I wouldn't be able to stop it. If they put me to defend one lane, then I would have died. Cho'Gath and Jax can't do anything against a turret dive. I mean, not a turret dive. Can't do anything against a pushing lane. At least by ourselves. Nidalee and Misfortune would be the only ones who stand a chance, but if Misfortune was the only one, they tower dive her. Nidalee would be probably the best bet against stopping the push, but even then, that's not enough. So they should have split pushes. But now, because of that, it's allowed us to pretty much stay in the game. I'm surprised we haven't lost. And I'm only getting bigger. And I'm buying a frozen fist thingy in order to deal damage. Because I know we're going to need our damage. So we catch a wild Orianna, but we don't manage to grab her. We're pushing the lane, and we're kind of not in a good position. I'm hoping we don't push any further out. I don't want us to get trapped and then have nowhere to run. Jax jumps on the Orianna and burns her flash. This is a free flash, by the way. It's the Orianna is really stupid at positioning and will ultimately cause their loss kind of thing going on. Jax and Misfortune get caught. No, okay, so Nidalee get caught. It nearly dies really, really quickly. Jax survives because it's fucking Jax and he's taking the brunt of everything. We kill off the Orianna by biting her face off, and now I'm here being stuck and they're chasing me. Which is a stupid idea. I chase them into a corridor. Misfortune already revealed herself, so I CC them down in the corridor, and Misfortune gets to do a ridiculous amount of damage to them. I catch Zyra, and she dies as well. They chased me into a corridor, or at least an enclosed space, with a Misfortune. They took a full blast from the ultimate, and they got destroyed. This is a common reoccurring theme in this game, isn't it? So, despite the fact that was a poor decision from two of my teammates, we fucking came out on top of that. The gold went on to the Misfortune. She's ridiculously huge right now, and can obliterate their entire team, including that fucking Triforce Corki. So, hell, the surrender vote for the blue team failed. I didn't even know that happened. They wanted to surrender against 4v5. Don't I feel strong, and don't we feel cool? So they engage. A silence goes right on top of the Zyra to stop her CC, but though she got her ultimate off. Jarvan engaged and he got obliterated. So far, 2 of their guys are dead. 3 of their guys are dead. Then Choki is dead. So we traded 2 for 4 of them. My team is pretty much dominating now. So we have a gold lead finally, which is good considering the effects. Malphite is pushing his luck considering Malphite doesn't have any fucking killing power and he would never be able to kill Nidalee in a billion years. And me, I can tank towers and just, dive him. My ultimate comes off cooldown and he comes back and tries to fight me, so I combo him and eat his face. I was kind of just done with the Malphite. There was nothing he could have done. So now I'm building Wit's End because we need damage. We need my damage because eventually it will not be enough for my team to do anything. They're trying to do Baron. We go in, and sadly, they managed to take it, I believe. Do they? I don't actually remember. So, I'm buying Wit's End because we need damage. Even me dealing minuscule amounts of damage compared to the Misfortune will be enough. Because if they focus her, we need to be able to kill everybody else who survived. So we need my offense. I was thinking of buying Wit's End and then Atma's Impaler. Though things in the game may have changed and I may have not purchased it. So yeah, and I have oracles on me at all times now. I need to blind them. We can't get caught out. If we get caught, we'll lose. I get jumped. They attacked me. They can't. They chase me and I just flash over. I don't want to die and lose my stacks. So I go home, buy home guard, and just blitz down bottom. They are tower diving my team, and this is such a broken match or fight. I miss some Qs. I can't get them. I was thinking they'd retreat. It would be sensible of them to retreat because right now they just took yet another full blunt of Misfortune's ultimate, and I'm able to just catch and CC down this Orianna and then bite her face off, which she uses Anya's ring, and of course she's not going to survive right after, and she gives the kill to Misfortune instead of me. Nidalee managed to pick up the Corki and then kite the rest of the enemy team down. And I was thinking that Jarvan or Malphite would have gone up, so I used my Rupture, to cut them off. However, they catch Nidalee and kill her. So we trade 2 for 2. So, but this will support pseudo AP Nidalee now with the Jacks who gave up their lives and in exchange for their lives, we took their AD carry and AP mid. Let me notice the Nidalee will support, but now she's actually got some AP items going on. That's one thing we had to make a sacrifice for. When we realized that we didn't have a 5th player, we needed to have everybody being able to do damage and whatever. So then Nidalee did the smart thing and bought herself AP items so she could contribute damage, sustain, and ridiculous, annoying Nidalee stuff. So right now, Cho'Gath is back up. Baron's back up, so we have to go stop him. We have to kill Cho'Gath's cousin. So red is up. We take that shit, grab it, and go. I know I haven't really been informational about what Cho'Gath can do, but pretty much too long to read. Lots of CC can do, lots of CC, sustained, natural tankiness, because, the health steroid. And he can build pretty much any fucking thing. And he's also clears fast and farms fast. And he's really good in laning, so. He's kind of just good at everything, except, initiating. Initiating with him is kind of weird. So Nidalee kills off Corki. It's just to tell you how strong Nidalee is right now when she can fucking destroy the enemy AD carry by herself. Cho'Gath engages. We almost CC locked Orianna. I missed my Q because I didn't use my E first. So silence on the Cho'Gath and the Jarvan. I bite Jarvan's face. Jax goes right in and they bash Orianna's brains out. So I destroy the Jarvan. Then Malphite gets to live. And so we trade Jax for 3 of their lives. The Corki died in an unrelated fight in all the way in the bottom lane. We take the inhibitor. We take the the mid turret. And it finally cost me my life. I finally die. Then they chase after, Nidalee and Misfortune. And Corki shows up to pick up Misfortune. Nidalee has the job to try to keep them away from, the tower. Corki finds her, chases her down, almost kills her. Then she does some Nidalee shit and heals herself. And Jax catches Corki, and then they destroy Corki. And he pretty much shouldn't have fucking done that. By the way, I hate when people say, baited. That was not a bait. That was just a really long, greedy chase. The Nidalee was going to run away, and then the Jax just happened to be, arriving. It was hardly a bait. The Nidalee would have not probably cared if she had killed him. She would just want to run away. Not everything like that is a bait. Nidalee gets killed, trapped, and that means my team has to disengage. So we run for our lives. If any one of us gets killed, it could mean game. Jarvan is relentless, and now we got to stop this turret dive. Or, turret attempt. Go back. Well, actually, no. I don't know what I'm doing. They go down bottom. They catch Misfortune, and they kill her. So there's another one down. It's just 2v5 right now. Orianna gets caught off by, Jax, and she gets destroyed. I go in thinking they'd back off, but no, they're just tower diving, which is not the smartest idea for them, because now we're able to relentlessly chase them. Though I missed my rupture. Jax is chasing after the Malphite. He's not going to let him escape. He's he's bashing his brains in. Malphite gets caught, and he actually manages to die to the character he's supposed to counter. But that's probably just because the Malphite, didn't play his games right. He's barren to be open for us for the first time, and we managed to secure it, so it's a huge boon for us. And once again, the gold is essentially even, despite it being a 4v5. Of course, we have more kills, and the enemy team keeps making a ridiculously bad mistake. So, yeah. So I go home. I'm no longer buying Anathemas. I believe I'm buying a Sunfire Cape, because I just want to become unkillable. My Jax has reached a point where he himself is unkillable. So if I manage to at least keep him alive or stay alive with him, we should be able to annihilate the enemy team. He and I right now are... Well, actually, everybody in my team is somebody important. But here's a bad thing. Jax gets caught off guard, and he's getting obliterated. They're jumping and burning everything on him. Jarvan jumps on the Misfortune, and instead of finishing off the Jax, they chase targets, and Jax managed to escape. My rupture lands on Orianna, and she gets killed with a Nidalee. The Nidalee decides to go chase after the Corki, and destroys him too. So we just killed 4 of them, and they killed none of us. The Jax and I survived by a sliver of health, and now we're running towards their base. They can't stop us anymore. Their respawn times are too long for the amount of damage we're going to do. We get to their inhibitor. We get to their Nexus towers. There's nothing Malphite can do. Malphite is trying, but he's just getting CC'd on there. We are ignoring him, or hopefully trying to ignore him. The Jax isn't, in order to take the Nexus turret. Then we take the Nexus, and it's a fucking GG after 40-something minutes and a 4v5. I can't believe we won it, but they kind of sucked.